Hi, I'm Brandy from Gluten Free Texas, and we're on the web at www.glutenfreetexas.com. What I'd like to do is to introduce you to our company and what we do and explain to you gluten and what it does to you if you have the intolerance to it. First of all, we started this so that we could help people. I was diagnosed to having gluten intolerance about 5 years ago, so I've been steadily trying to educate myself and learn what it is, what it does, how you can fix it, what the ingredients are on the labels. If you have an intolerance to gluten, that means that it's an autoimmune disease. In an autoimmune disease, what happens in the instance of gluten intolerance or celiac disease, which is even more severe case, is that the tiny villi in your gut or your intestine, the advertisement that they do for the proactive, that's to build your immune system, because what's happening is if we're gluten intolerant, these little tiny villi, which is magnified thousands of times in this slide, this is a healthy villi. And what these villi do is they sit in your gut, and as the food passes through, it gets into them and absorbs all the nutrients from the food that you eat in the villi. If the villi are not there, or they're atrophied because of the autoimmune reaction, which is your body attacking itself, that atrophies them and they can no longer absorb the nutrients. This is from a celiac patient. When this occurs, your body is actually going to starve. And you may be overweight and you think, how's that possible? But that's possible because your body is not getting all the nutrients that it needs to survive. So it packs on the weight. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. People with the spare tire or the actual extra gut, that's all held in there because your body has a reaction to say, oh, I'm not getting enough nutrients in what they're feeding me, so I have to store it up. So it stores fat for later use. And that's a bad thing. So the bloating, the constipation, the diarrhea, all those things are linked, and they're pretty well known. What you don't know or may not know is there are other symptoms that are associated with the gluten problem. Migraines, they can manifest itself as like type 2 diabetes. ADHD patients have a great reaction positive to taking gluten out of their diet. We also have found that there's many other things that can cause it to be the best thing to find out. And I was diagnosed with a saliva test, and that saliva test was $75. I have had several people, I've sent them to the clinic to have it done. It takes $75 plus 2 weeks, and what you may as well do is eliminate it from your diet for 2 weeks. You'll know without a doubt whether or not you're gluten intolerant at that time, because you'll know the difference. I tell people all the time, I really didn't know how bad I felt until I felt good. And that's the same case with anything. If you know, when I do have a migraine, I don't know how bad it is until I feel good again. It's just the night and day effect. And what we do with our company is that we're trying to promote awareness with gluten intolerance and celiac disease, but we're also trying to promote the supplements and the natural methods of herbs and supplements, because they do a better job than what is the pharmaceutical industry. I know that there's some medicines that you cannot get any other way. I understand that, and I'm not saying in any way throw away your meds. I do know that your cholesterol, your high blood pressure, things of that nature can be controlled by food and supplements. Mostly do it by food. One of the ways to do it by food is with moringa. Now, moringa can cure or prevent up to 300 diseases. I find that astonishing. All of the items that it has are way and above anything that you could get in a multivitamin. We have many other things that we carry. We have the 4-herb healing tea. Many things that we have and carry will help you in an all-natural way. We encourage you to do as much research as you possibly can. Read my posts, because I post after I read and do research as well. These are going to be video posts because I've had several requests from neighbors and friends and customers that have asked me to video them because they don't get the picture when they're not seeing it. So I'm trying to get it to the point where everyone can understand what gluten intolerance is and what it can do to you, and better yet, what you can do to prevent it from ravaging your body. If you're not getting the nutrients that you need out of what you eat, your body has to find it somewhere. And when it does, it goes looking in your bones. And when it takes from your bones, what then happens is you get osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is no laughing matter. Nobody wants to have brittle bones and problems with that situation, so you can avoid it by just going gluten-free. Gluten-free sounds tough. There's only a few ingredients that you can substitute. There's numerous amounts of different flours that you can use. Cornstarch, you can get gluten-free cornstarch, tapioca starch, potato starch, all of those things for thickening and sauces. We have many recipes that we've fine-tuned to make it easy. You know, I don't want to go and buy this ingredient or that ingredient because I want a dish that I saw on the Food Network. I want to be able to eat out of what's in my kitchen. And I can do that, and I can do it with gluten-free and worry-free because I have all of the items that I need on a regular basis in my cupboard. And that's what I'm going to do. I want to take your recipes, eliminate the wheat from them, and give them back to you. And that's what I've done with my recipes. I've taken my favorite recipes, my family's favorite recipes, I've taken all of the wheat out, and they can't tell the difference in most cases. So if you want to check in with us on a regular basis, website's got all the contact information. We have brochures we'd be glad to send to you if you don't have enough information already. And our website is www.glutenfreetexas.com. My name is Brandy, and I'll be back to see you with another video.